Hello and welcome to Better Than StarCraft. There are a lot of games that are better than StarCraft, but today we're going to be playing Total Annihilation rather than Jeff Wayne's The War of the Worlds, Machines, or Kohan, Immortal Sovereigns. Because I've got a TA cast in front of me, featuring two incredible players. I don't know who they are. I've never heard of them before. There's NK Creative Bobcat. I'll stick him on full fire. So, this is 3 Triads. I got it right? No, Desert Triad. And this is a bit of a new map. It's pretty small, but I said I'd start off small here on this channel. Because, you know, we've already got Postal and he covers the pro casts. Me, I'm just here for memes. And this is very much a meme game. So, small little map. Generally ends in people de-gunning each other or doing something dumb. But every now and again you get a stupid game and it turns out entertaining. That's the great thing about Total Annihilation. It can scale very well across all the different maps. You get very different types of gameplay. That's why it stayed in play for 15 years. You know, at a competitive level, and it's still in play today. But no, it's a fun game. It's varied. It's hard to get bored. It's hard to get bored of it. So this is a straight up OTA match. Because that's the Irish balance. You know, Total Annihilation was balanced by an Irishman, so it's only right and true that it gets commentated on. All of the competitive casts are done by an Irishman who's a little bit drunk. I've been meaning to do this for weeks, but I've been working hard. I've had a few beers, so if I don't do it now, I'm never going to do it. So why not? Let's go. So anyway, I'm just going to do this from the perspective of Egypts who don't know what Total Annihilation is, because as I say, Postal covers the pro, you know, experience level stuff. So Total Annihilation, you got a commander. He's got his D gun. Blam, there it goes. D gun is very fun to use. You can hit the D key and click away, and you can blast as quickly as you can at anything that moves. So he's a very powerful unit. Got a good bit of armor. He's also a very powerful builder. So he's got, like, I don't know the damn numbers, but he's got 20 build power versus 5 for a construction unit. So he's your strongest builder at the start, so that's why he was assisting in building the missile towers. This is a very small map, so everyone is just spamming out missile towers, and then you can radar target. So you can click on the little units up here and hit things which are outside of your range of sight, which I can't really show because my recorder is broken, but hey. So what happens in this map, generally people build a lot of missile towers, radar target, and then if they get pissed off, they'll just run and D-gun the enemy's base. Hopefully they don't D-gun each other. So there we go, both guys forcing up a load of missile towers. Then construction unit out of the vehicle plant is knocking up a few dragon's teeth, which are your walls. Oh, we've got radar towers. They're good. You know, generally the early game would be dominated by flashes, but this map is so incredibly small, it doesn't need to even build a flash. In goes Bobcat. That's a bit of cheap D-gunning. We're gonna bump up the speed here because, you know, nature of caching RTS games is going to go on for an hour, or it could do. So might as well pick up the pace. You can use the terrain here as well, block shots. Oh, there goes a flash after me saying they wouldn't do any, but you know, it didn't. That's the other fun part about TA is you get wrecks, and the wrecks can be reclaimed and recycled and thrown back at the enemy, so the games tend to escalate very quickly rather than you getting a kind of command and conquer thing where the you know, resources tend to run out after 20 minutes and everything just, you know, dies in its arse. So games just get bigger and bigger and bigger, and the level 2 units are the advanced units. The vast majority are fairly not a very good bang per buck, so people tend to stick with the level 1 units and just build more and more and more of them until you get these gigantic battles that just go on continuously. I did quite a bit of digging for games here, and it just made me realize, like, it's a very fun game, and I really enjoy watching 2 long hour epics, but it's quite hard to talk for 2 hours. There we go. Bobcat's back in. Do more degunning. What is creative? It is creative. Creative shows up. You know, what else can you do in this map? I suppose there's certain units which can get up the hills. The commander can get up the hills. The core pod can get up the hill as well, so it's quite a popular core map. The flea can get up the hill, but the fleas are pretty much ineffective for anything other than scouting. But Bobcat's got a nice little missile tower forest going here in Missile Forest. Hell of a lot of rated targeting going on up the hill there. Go and grab him some more mexes. That's how you get resources in this game. Other than reclaiming, you'd grab the metal spots. So Annihilation is a very you know, it's very important that you grab as much of the map as possible. The whole map, you need to think of the whole map as your base, rather than sitting in your start position and being boring, you know. By using the space, it's a theater of war. In theater, you're taught use the stage, and the stage of war is used in this case. I am talking an awful lot of nonsense, haven't I? Blasters are coming out. Oh, NK Creative's thrown out the GG. You do that. That in itself is an act of aggression, because you never say GG in a straightforward and reasonable manner. It's always try and throw your enemy off balance. Bobcat is obviously not thrown off, he's still going about his business. Although Creative is really operating in a fairly small segment of map here, so I don't know what he's going to do. I think he's going to go degun some stuff, and why not? The degun can kill any unit in one shot other than the Kroger. And Bobcat's breaking out the homophobia. It's very important as well. You know, it's of its time, but that is also a weapon in your arsenal. A little bit more now, is he throwing that army away or what? Hard to say, that's a lot of missile towers. It's probably fairly even Stevens. Smapson. I think he means, oh, Smapson versus Mats. He means to say Samsons versus MTs. But that's pretty funny. I like saying that out loud, Smatsons. I'm just going to call them that from now on. So the Mats definitely lost out on that engagement. Yeah, creative's been trying to go flash in this map and it just is not working at all for him. Samson's definitely the way to go. Oh, what's going on? Oh, well, as I say that, he's breaking out a big bunch of flashes at the top and they're doing pretty alright. Oh, Bobcat is building an Atlas. I'm not quite sure what he had planned for that. I don't really see the point. Oh, it survived, so we shall see. Still, I don't see much point in building those when you've got so many mats with missile towers all over the map. The off screen, I don't know where that transport went. So Creative has a hold of 2 of the hills, but as Creative said, who's winning? I don't know. Bobcat says you were at the start. You said after that you had it. I don't see any stage during this where Creative was winning. He had the middle. Suppose. Yeah, anyway. Bobcat's back over. Takes over the original hill. Creative. He's building a Guardian up there. That seems a bit daft to me. Oh. Aha! So now the transport comes into play while he was trying to steal. He was trying to steal the construction K-bot. Usually people would do that to steal the tech of their opponent, but not a lot to be said for that in a map this small if you're not going advanced, and really that's just trolling. Creative's a bit stuck in a corner here now. He doesn't have much going on. I don't even see him being able to afford this Guardian, really. Building a few fleets, which I mentioned earlier. You can't do much with those. Oh fuck, I missed the end. Better replay that and I'll skip back to that and catch the ending, because I missed it. Damn it! Now, for our dramatic conclusion. We're back in it. I had to replay that. How did Bobcat die there? Because he had pretty much the whole map. But the answer is, he did a load of stupid shit. I don't even know why did he do that? Guess this is why I'm watching a game of unknowns here. They just don't have the game sense that I have. I mean, I may not have seen him die, but I mean, the writing was on the wall for him there. He just didn't have, you know, in terms of micro, he knew what he was doing, but the macro game that you and I, and you can tell from the analysis that I brought to the match that, you know, I wouldn't have done that. And neither Postal. And you should subscribe to Postal's channel also. And he may recommend you watch this channel. I'm not sure why. Probably because, you know, we're all learning here. You know, and that's what the moral of this cast was, is that, you know, even though the game came out 23 years ago, there's a lot for us to learn in the game and from each other. I hope you'll stick with me now. Bob Ross, slightly drunk on a Friday night. Okay. We'll make this a regular thing. Alright, I've been Blitz Malloy, the name I chose when I was 12 or 13 years old. I wish I had a snappier one, but that's what I've got. And that's what we're going to use going forward. So, thank you. You have been watching Better Than StarCraft. And, you know, I hope to show you all the different elements of the game. And even though not having actually played StarCraft, I'm quite confident in my ignorance in knowing that this is a finer RTS. Thank you and good night.